we use it, sometimes without even realizing we are. We find, share, and reacquaint and make new friends, and sometimes more. These issues affect many of us, and here is a victim of cyberbullying. I arranged a day and time to talk over Skype, and he agreed to open up about his experience. And here is the first-hand account with Adam over Skype.
I would say, in general, I was around age 16 or so, which I had like my own computer and stuff, and it was the age when I started to play on like mass multiplayer online games and stuff. And with that, obviously, you can make friends and stuff, but there's a certain particular person who befriended me in quotations and got to more onto a personal level in the sense of wanting to know more about myself and whatnot. So they were asking for like, can I add you on Facebook and all that stuff. So at the time I agreed to it because I just wanted to be friends and whatnot. They weren't anything. They weren't like any type of person of like saying, "Oh, I'm a 12-year-old," blah blah blah. But they turned out to be 30, so they were literally similar age to me.
Damn, alright.
But maybe past like 1 year knowing them and stuff, there was a particular time in the year that asked types of questions which I weren't very comfortable at, like answering, because they started to ask stuff like where my actual address was. They wanted to know things like my daily life schedule and all sorts of different things. So I started to like ask them why they wanted to know it, and kind of refused to tell them about it, which they, I wouldn't say act, but I would kind of say guilt tripped me into mentioning one, which wasn't my address, but I mentioned about what I did, where I was most of the time. And from my knowledge, I knew they were outside of the United Kingdom, but when I was mentioning that, maybe 2 weeks after that, they messaged me saying, I saw you at such and such place, and that freaked me out because I questioned them about it, saying, what do you mean you saw me today? And they said, I was at this location and I saw you there, which kind of put alarm bells on my head to say that there's something. I even messaged the person on Facebook to say to leave me alone and all this stuff. And from then I didn't see or hear or anything from them on Facebook or online or anything. So they went completely disappeared. But me knowing I said a certain piece of information, which is not 100% personal information, just a small piece of information, it went to being an online thing to a serious matter in being physical risks, so to speak.
Oh, okay. So did you think about going to the police at any time?
My parents did actually brought it up to the police, but they said they couldn't do much because I didn't have much information on the person other than the Facebook. And by the time the police looked into it, the Facebook was deleted or either removed or something, so they couldn't chase it up or do anything with it.
Wow. Okay. So did that like create a paranoia, or
It did for a while. I literally, some of the friends I was with, still friends I'm now with, I kind of blocked them out for a while in the terms of like saying when they were asking me how I was and stuff, I like kind of refused to talk to them. And then after probably 4 months, I started to open talk to them again and explain why I wasn't talking to them and stuff. And from then on, I've been like thinking of being quite careful what I say. And it even changed because my Facebook used to be semi-public, like for friends of friends, but now I've put my settings as it is to private or close friends or whatnot. So only people I know can see what they see, and people on the public can't see what on my page or know certain information like saying where I live and all that stuff on it. Believe it's I call it catfishing, but I feel like the person I was friends with, or in quotations friend, because I don't know what to class them as at this point in time, but I believe there was someone else making them do it for something else, or it was a real person and they were someone behind that was stealing real life photos and stuff and using that as a bait, so to speak.
Adam is but one of the many thousands that suffer from this virtual abuse, where you cannot see or know who it is on the other side, but sometimes you do know, and this can lead to both virtual and physical abuse.
Well, people call me names all over Facebook Messenger, so yeah, I went off it for a while then.
And what type of names were these?
Well, there were names that like Shake and things like that.
So would you say that made you like uncomfortable to go outside? People were going to call
Yeah,
you.
kind of.
So were you the like? I was like, did you keep this to yourself, or did you tell other people, like friends and family?
I told my friends, but I kept to myself for a while because I didn't know what my mum was going to say. And she found out then after a while, and she went into school and talked to one of the teachers. So
would you say that made things better or worse?
well, it did make things a bit better because the teacher spoke to both of us, and then I didn't see him much after that then.
So you two are like not talking, but you two are fine.
Yeah,
like, nothing
kind
else
of, yeah.
So how many people? So was it just one person who was doing this, or was it a group of people?
It's just one person really.
Just one person. And why would you think that would be?
Probably because he didn't know me and didn't know me that well. So
And do you think that's how it usually happens with cyberbullying? That
sometimes, yeah.
So do you believe that it's avoidable? Do you think people who are cyberbullied can actually avoid it now? Is it like easily avoidable?
A little bit, no, I'm not sure.
Is there anything else? So so what would you say to someone who's being cyberbullied at the moment?
I'd just like tell someone, whether it's family or friends really.
Alright. Cool, thank you, Liz.
Right.